There are some insane discounts on Prebuilt PCs. If you don't have enough PC knowledge, you could be buying the wrong gaming PC. I see this happening all the time, and if you end up with the wrong system, you are going to be getting slow performance, low FPS, or even worse, your PC not even turning on. So in this video, I will make sure that doesn't happen to you, and I will show you the best Prebuilt gaming PCs of the week that are on a discount, making you save up to $500 in some of these systems. I will also show you the FPS or level of performance that you can get with each system. That way, if you end up buying one of these gaming PCs, you know what to expect. All the links to these gaming PCs and also coupon codes for extra discounts will be down below in the video description. My name is Valentino, and with that being said, let's start. With the first one, we have the cheapest one on the list, and this is the best Prebuilt PC under $1,000 in the entire market, in my opinion, and I'm talking about the Nebula system from Amazon. This one has the i5-13400F, which is one of the best mid-range CPUs in the entire market, and then you pair this CPU with the RTX 4060 graphics card, which is one of the best 1080p graphics cards in the market. So if you want to play at 1080p ultra settings, or if you want to play 1080p competitive settings in esports shooters, this is going to be the perfect system for you because you are not spending over $1,000 and you are getting amazing performance. I've tested the 4060 myself in a different video, and in terms of FPS average, well, on a 7-game average in very high demanding titles, by the way, as you can see on the screen, I was able to reach 88 FPS on average, which is a great number considering these are very high demanding titles in high to ultra settings. Then if you want to play esports shooters, you can expect well over 240 FPS on average in competitive settings. You also get 16 gigs of RAM and a 1TB SSD, so that's enough storage and enough RAM for gaming. Overall, my favorite for under $1,000. If you have more than $1,000 to spend, then I do recommend you getting the Skytech Chronos from the Skytech website. This one is on a discount right now. You end up saving almost $400, which is a huge discount, and this is a 1440p gaming PC. If you get the last one, you will be able to play at 1440p 60 plus FPS on average, but this one is a much better option because you get the RTX 4070, which has more VRAM than the RTX 4060 and is much better in terms of gaming performance. On a 12-game average at 1440p in high demanding titles, this system will be able to reach around 90 FPS on average. Amazing numbers considering the type of games that are being tested here, and if you want to play esports shooters, then you can expect 240 plus FPS on average when it comes to 1440p competitive settings. And the reason why this system is so good when it comes to competitive shooters is because you get an amazing CPU in the i7-12700F, which by the way is the perfect pair with the RTX 4070. Not only that, but in this system you get a 240 all-in-one liquid cooler for the CPU, and then you get 32 gigs of RAM instead of 16 gigs, which is going to be ideal if you want to also do streaming while gaming, or if you want to do content creation on the side. With the next one, we have the HP Omen 40L. With this one, you end up saving $850 at the moment because of this discount. Maybe when you are watching this, is more expensive, or maybe is even cheaper. I highly doubt that this system is going to be under $1,700. So if the price changes, I will leave an alternative system down below. So I highly recommend you checking the latest prices and availability in the links in the description. Now, I have tested a PC like this one myself, which I will talk about in a second, but this one is an amazing 1440p maxed out gaming system because you get the RTX 4070 Ti. The RTX 4070 Ti is the current graphics card I have on my personal system because it's great when it comes to 1440p resolution gaming, but it's also very nice when it comes to content creation and productivity work. And if you combine this RTX 4070 Ti with the 13700K, you get a great gaming and content creation system at the same time. The 4070 Ti, when it comes to 1440p resolution in very high demanding games, high to ultra settings, was able to average around 116 FPS, which is an insane number, and you will have no issues when it comes to 1440p resolution. Also, this system is 4K capable, so if you want to play at 4K 60 plus FPS, this one is going to be enough, but of course it depends on the games that you play and the settings. If you play with DLSS on, which is the Nvidia upscaler at 4K, then you can expect around 70 to 90 plus FPS on average, but again, depending on the game and depending on the settings. And as I said before, I've tested a really similar HP Omen 40L myself, so if you want to see the benchmarks and complete review about that one, it will be in the top right of the screen. With the next one, we have the best $2,000 gaming PC, and this one is great for 1440p once again, maxed out experience, but you are getting a much better level of 4K gaming performance. And the reason why is because here you get the RTX 4070 Ti Super instead of the RTX 4070 Ti. And I'm talking about the iBuyPower Y40. The 4070 Ti Super was able to average 124 FPS in that test that I've been mentioning throughout this video, in high demanding titles, high to ultra settings at 1440p. So in terms of gaming performance, the 4070 Ti Super is better than the 4070 Ti, even though it's similar in terms of performance. But as I said before, here you get 16 gigs of VRAM, which is going to be much better when it comes to 4K ultra settings, because some games do require more than 12 gigs of VRAM at 4K ultra settings. Then for the CPU, you get a Ryzen 7 7700X, which is a great CPU when it comes to gaming performance, and it's also very upgradable over time because you are on the AM5 platform. And when it comes to 4K resolution, you can expect 70 plus FPS on average in native resolution, and if you turn on the DLSS, then you can expect around 80 to 100 plus FPS on average, depending on the game and depending on the settings. With the next one, we have the Omen 45L. This is an upgraded version from the last one, and with this one you get the RTX 4080 Super. The RTX 4080 Super is a graphics card that's designed for 4K resolution, so I would highly recommend you buying this one if you want to play at 4K. You can also use it for 1440p, of course, if you want very high FPS, and eventually upgrade to 4K down the line. But in my opinion, this one is more for 4K resolution than it is for 1440p. And here you get an i7 14th gen instead of 13th gen. This one is great once again for gaming, but also for content creation and productivity work, since you get an i7 14th gen processor, and the 4080 Super is one of the best graphics cards out there, not only for gaming but also for productivity work and content creation. When it comes to your gaming performance, well, if you stay at 1440p and maybe upgrade to 4K down the line, this system is going to be able to average 140 plus FPS when it comes to 1440p high demanding titles, and if you want to play esports shooters, then you can expect well over 360 plus FPS on average in competitive settings depending on the game. And then if you jump up to 4K resolution, you can expect 85 plus FPS on average from this system with no DLSS on. Overall, an amazing system. With the next one, we have an upgraded version especially for gaming, so if you are a gamer, you want to see this PC, because in my opinion it's one of the best gaming PCs in the entire market. But before showing you this one, I want to say that if you are finding valuable information throughout this video, leave a like and subscribe. It's going to help the channel grow a lot. That being said, this system has the same RTX 4080 Super, but here you get the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D CPU, which is the fastest CPU in the entire market, and it's going to help you achieve higher frame rates, especially in high CPU demanding titles, or let's say you want to play esports shooters. Well, this system is going to be much better when it comes to your gaming performance, and here you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is going to be amazing for streaming and content creation as well, and you get a 420 all-in-one liquid cooler, which is a totally overkill for this CPU. But once again, if down the line you want a more beefy CPU from AMD, this is a very nice to have. This system is $3,000 before the coupon code, but in the video description you will have an extra coupon code for you to get a $300 discount. So in the end, this system is going to be around 2,700 bucks, which, even though yes, is expensive, it is a very nice price for this CPU and GPU combo. With the next ones, we have the best of the best 4K gaming PCs in the entire market, because these PCs have the RTX 4090 graphics card, which is the fastest one in the market. So the first one is the cheapest RTX 4090 Prebuilt PC, which is the 45L. This one has the i9 13900K and the RTX 4090. Amazing system for gaming and content creation at the same time, but it has 16 gigs of RAM, and that's why it's the cheapest one. Now 16 gigs of RAM is enough for gaming, but I do recommend you upgrading to 32 gigs of RAM if you want to do streaming and other tasks. You can do this yourself, it is fairly cheap and very easy to upgrade, but if you do not want to do it yourself, then I have different systems for you. Just keep in mind that with this system you can expect around 110 FPS on average, native resolution 4K Ultra in very high demanding games. Amazing system. If you end up buying this, honestly, you are going to be getting great gaming performance, basically the best of the best. The price for this one is $3,100 and it's going on a $300 discount at the moment. And with the next two, we have the best of the best for gaming and the best of the best for content creation. Let's start with the best of the best for gaming. This one is the Skytech Eclipse 2, going for $4,070 before the coupon code, and after the coupon code you save $500, so it's going to be around $3,570 after you apply this coupon code. And this one has the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is the fastest CPU in the market for gaming, as I said before, and here you get 64 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is not necessary for gaming, but is way more memory than the Omen 45L from the last one, which is going to be helpful once again if you want to do content creation or streaming at the same time while gaming. And here you get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD, which is more storage and faster. And then with the last one we have the best of the best for content creation. Of course you can do gaming with this one and it's going to be amazing. I just believe that in terms of gaming the other one is better because the Ryzen 7 is a faster processor and is also much more power efficient. This one has the i9-14900K, which is the best of the best for content creation and productivity work, and of course very nice for gaming. Here you also get 64 gigs of RAM, the RTX 4090 and 2TB of Gen 4 SSD. Total price before the discount is going to be $3,920, but after you apply the coupon code, it's going to be $3,420. So the cheapest PC with the 4090 is $3,100, and if you end up upgrading the memory kit, then it's going to be around $3,150 to $3,200. So for around $300 to $400 more, you can get the best of the best, which may be worth it for you, or you may want to save your money and get the cheapest 4090 system in the market. That's going to be completely up to you, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. It's going to help the channel grow a lot. And if you're looking for a PC build instead, maybe you are open to building it yourself and getting a better system in terms of price to performance when it comes to gaming, well, you will have my entire video talking about the best complete gaming PC builds of the month for every budget and every resolution, 1080p, 1440p and 4K. That one will be in the top right of the screen. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for your support, and I will see you on the next one.